and welcome to the third episode of the Plied Together podcast. My name is Annie, and I'm coming to you from Erie, Colorado. The sun is setting, and I'm about to lose my light, and my GoPro is at one battery bar, so I'm going to just try to kind of go as fast as I can. I have some knitting things to show you as well, but depending on if this cuts out, I might just save that for next time. So this was the rolags spin that I showed you last time. I ended up getting 90 yards of singles. And you know, now that I kind of washed it and looked at it, I don't hate it so much. Actually, I kind of like it a little bit. So I don't have too many yards, so what I might do is, you know, use this for like maybe a patchwork blanket or just a little accent stripe on a shawl or something like that. So pretty happy with that. By the feel of it and the drape and the fact that it has like very little bounce and memory elasticity, I'm actually inclined to say that this is alpaca. And so yeah, here's that. This bobbin I spun yesterday. This is the half of the Malabrigo Nube in Solis, and then this one, well, one or the other, and then the other one I just spun today. So worked out pretty well. It feels like this one has more fiber in it for some reason. I kind of just eyeballed it when I broke it in half, so it's very possible that this is more than 2 ounces and this is a little under. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna just, tonight my plan is just to get back to knitting, so I'm gonna leave these alone and ply these tomorrow. Not particularly because, you know, I want to rest it or anything, just because I need to get back to the sample knits. I just kind of found, I know that some people say that it's good to rest your singles. They say that it's a little bit easier to kind of work with the yarn when you're plying it, because when you try to ply freshly spun singles, the twist energy is really fresh, and so it could be a little bit finicky, kind of jump all over the place when you're trying to ply it. But I don't really have that issue. Maybe because my Lazy Kate is awesome, I don't know. But it seems to just spin up or ply fine for me. But it's just an issue of time. So I'm gonna set those aside and hopefully they won't plank around so much. And I still have some batteries, so I'm gonna get into some knitting. Oh my gosh, my basket is really heavy. Ugh. So I guess maybe the first thing I'll do is get rid of the heaviest stuff. So I actually got the book of Haps in the mail recently. And this is by Kate Davies and Jen Arnall-Culliford. I don't know how to say it. But it arrived with some water damage. Yeah, just on the top there, you see. So it's actually not so bad. It's just the last 2 pages are kind of stuck, and I don't really want to tear them apart. So I was a little bummed out about that. I contacted her and asked what we could do, and so they're going to send me another one, but I had to pay for shipping. So I was a little bit bummed out about that, because I was like, well, that wasn't my fault. Why do I have to pay for shipping again? But you know, so it goes. I didn't really feel like pushing and being kind of a rude Jude or anything. So what I ended up doing, and I'm flipping through because I'm just trying to find that one shawl that I super duper love. And I'll just show you a picture of that over here. You can see it on Ravelry too, but I thought that was super cool. I actually think that this would be a really good way to just use up little odds and ends of yarn, like the little 90s skein one I have. So what I ended up doing was I just asked some of the girls around me if anyone would be interested in buying this water damaged copy from me for $8, which is the cost of the shipping. So, you know, I wasn't trying to make money off it or anything. I just wanted to not have to pay shipping twice. So my friend Amy said that she would buy it, so I'm going to be giving this to her tomorrow at midnight, and I will be getting my double shipping $8 back from her, so that'll be nice. The other one I got, if you're not a spinner, you won't really care so much, but this is Ply magazine, the bulky edition. And ever since I got my first copy of Ply magazine from Recycled Lamb, well, I'm not going to show you this because it has my husband's information on it, but he was in the hospital lately, and you know the little band they put on your wrist? Apparently I had tucked that away in here. Anyways, so ever since I got my first, that's my husband texting me. Ever since I got my first magazine from Ply, from this Recycled Lamb, and that was last Spinzilla, I have just been obsessed with this magazine. It is actually just a treasure trove of information for spinners. I know a lot of times we just kind of scour the internet trying to find everything we can, and there's just so much great information in here, and you know, you can find out, you know, techniques, tips, things from like really seasoned spinners, and even things like product information, like the ads and stuff. I actually find that really useful because there's, you know, there's so little that I know about it. I feel like that, you know, even just knowing, like, learning more about new companies and stuff, that helps me out. So I really like it. I would eventually like to get the whole set, but it's a little expensive. I think it's, yeah, it's like, I don't know, I want to say something like $15 an issue, maybe 12 or 15. So that's that out of the way. And then I had to show you this because it's so pretty. I think I can show you the pattern because it's not a secret test knit, but the picture is like right in the middle of the pattern, so I'm gonna not do that. But the yarn, oh my gosh. Oh, hey guys, my GoPro is like low on battery. I'm sorry, but I'll just show you this one really quickly because it's gonna die on me any second. It's just, isn't this just the most beautiful, amazing thing ever? And I get to knit with it. That's what I love about sample knitting, is I get to try out all these like amazing yarns, and not on my dime, and I get to keep some for myself. So this is Interlacements yarns, and it's the base is called Michigan, and I don't know what this colorway is, but it's beautiful, it's soft, it's squishy, and I'm rushing because my battery is just so gonna die. Really quickly, I might get interrupted, but I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and you know, like, people have said so many nice things, and you know, I've been really shy about this, so I didn't even want to I didn't want my husband to watch these videos because I was so shy about it, and I was like, no, don't watch it. But I did tell him that, you know, if people watch and if they say nice things, and or not if they say nice things, if they're nice to me and, you know, I get comments, then okay, you can watch it. So I did get some comments. I was so excited to read those, and you know, just people have said so many nice things. Snappy Stitches had subscribed and said something really, really nice, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. So I'm, you know, obviously I'm still in like the crazy honeymoon stage where I'm just like, everything is great. But gosh, I'm so paranoid about this battery issue. But here is that skein wound up, so you can see the gorgeous colors of the blues and the grays and the tonal qualities. So I'm really excited to knit this up. But before I can start on that, this is the first sample knit I'm working on. This is for Kate of Moon and Sixpence. I believe that's right. And you can see it's this very intricate cable design. It's called like Gormlaith or something. She had actually already released the pattern, but she's re-releasing it under the Knit Picks Independent Design Program. Independent Designer Program, something like that. This one is also for Interlacements. It's called Tippy Toes. Tippy Toes, and the color is PawPaw. So I have 2 skeins of these, and this is for another scarf. Very, very, very pretty. And again, you know, it's I usually don't go for variegated colors, so it's actually kind of cool for me to work with things that I wouldn't pick for myself normally and see how I like it. And this is that beast of a shawl, which is just, you know, of course on the wrong side. Very, very big, but I will show you the yarn. This is Fiesta Yarn's Baby Boom, 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon. I found out it was superwash when I tried to do the spit splice, and that didn't work, and I was like, oh, okay. So it's actually a little bit interesting because, I don't know, it's like a 6, it's a 6-ply yarn, and I just noticed that from the end frame. So it's made up of 3 sets of 2-ply yarns, and I think they're all spun in the same direction. Like they were all plied in the same direction as it was spun. So it's actually kind of interesting. Or maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it just seemed like to my eye, at least, without like any like careful deconstruction of it, just glancing at it. And the last thing I just wanted to show you, and I really hope the battery doesn't cut out for this because this one is so special. This is my first square that I knit, and this is the, let's see, my little clippy board. Oops, sorry, the Mitered cross blanket. It's available on Ravelry, and it's a paper pattern, and I believe it's one of those patterns where like all the profits and the proceeds of the pattern sales go to a charity. So this one is knit with, the center is Line Brand Amazing Yarn, and the outer portion is Woolies, and I've got my tails all over the place, I'm sorry. And I don't have time to knit the whole blanket, and my friend Annette does not have time to knit the whole blanket, and not only that, but she had rotary arm surgery, I don't know, she had some sort of shoulder surgery, so she actually hasn't even been able to do anything knitting, spinning, or anything for like 6 weeks now, and she can't do Tour de Fleece, and it's killing her. Well, Annette's friend had recently had a full-term stillbirth, and it was just, you know, obviously extremely heartbreaking, tragic, and you know, we wanted to gift her something, just something, I guess, to let her know that, you know, we love her and that her son is remembered and everything. And this is a little bit of a Debbie Downer, and I'm sorry for that. But anyways, it was just, reading her story was just so heartbreaking that we felt like we had to do something. And so I asked my lovely army of knitters, aka the girls from my knit night, and I asked if anyone would be able to help knit a square or two. And Annette was the one that purchased the yarn for us. And oh my gosh, they were just so awesome. They were like, yes, absolutely. And so I had been distributing the yarn just last week. And already there's like freaking like 6 other squares or 7 squares knit, and they're gonna bring it over at knit night tomorrow, and it's amazing. So, you know, obviously with my knitting schedule and everything, I don't have too much time, but I'm going to be knitting another square at least, and Annette's gonna knit another square in a couple of weeks after her arm has healed up a little bit, and then once I get everyone's squares, I'm going to assemble them together and then do the applied I-cord edging. So this is a really, really special project to me. I hope that we can get it done, you know, relatively soon, so that, you know, the poor parents will have something, you know. I mean, obviously a knit blanket, you know, I mean, let's be real, a knit blanket is not going to even just, it doesn't make anything better. It really doesn't. But you know, it's, I don't have the right words, but we just want her to know that her loss, you know, we empathize with her loss. We can't even imagine to know what it's like, but we care about her, we love her, and we're so sorry that she's going through this. So I hope that, you know, even though she's going through this really hard time, that when she receives it, she will know how many people care about her, because we're planning on getting a card, and all of the knitters who had contributed will be signing. And if, you know, you're one of the local knitters helping out, and I haven't told you that part yet, surprise! So yeah, we are planning to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up because that red light is blinking at me like so mad. It's like, come on, charge me. So very, very sorry about that. But I will probably do another podcast, not tomorrow, but the day after. So after I ply it and then wash it and dry it, and it being the Malabrigo Nube in Solis. So once this is plied, dried, and ready to show off, then I will be back with another episode. So thank you so much for watching. I can't even begin to really have the words to say how much it means to me. I know it sounds like I sound like I'm going overboard, but it really just, I am so thrilled. Yeah, that's all. So thank you so much, and I will see you in a couple days.